Yeah, so something that maybe um, to answer the question that is in the mind of people that we have seen is that they keep asking what is the driving force behind the programs that are designed at Care Solutions Corporations. Is that when you look at our society today, you will see a lot of degradation going on in our society. And today in America, and it's as if there is not just only the culture war, which I have spoken about and written about, but you see that the family is the loser here. When you find that children are brought up without knowing who their fathers are, not being able to build any kind of relationship with father, and it goes from generation to generation. That is a concern. How can the society survive without fathers? Evidence research shows how destructive that is to every child. 85% of them don't make it out of these situations, and it continues to follow them all their life, destroy their future, their dreams, and their visions. The same thing with girls, boys, girls coming up without a father in their life. And the responsibility of raising children is always falling on the shoulders of the mothers of the children by themselves, and mostly with not sufficient financial resources to raise them. So you find that it is a trouble and a problem for us in the society because we know that mental health problems has a lot of causes, but also among them is the issue of frustrations in life, issues of stress. When frustrations builds up to that level of becoming a stress, and that stress builds up to the level of distorting the pathology of the brain and the way the brain functions. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not speaking as a doctor or as a psychologist or even as a clinical social worker or professional counselors, but I am speaking as someone that is being in design and development of behavioral science programs and psychosocial programs and psychiatric programs for more than almost 20 years. So I see from the body of research that I have reviewed and things that from experience that I've had delivering both the services in my capacity and level as I could, and several engagements of experts and specialists in this particular field. You see that until the society begins to address these particular issues and take and treat it as a public health crisis, then it's a problem. That's why we are at Care Solutions building the kind of structure that we need in order to provide a kind of intervention to make a difference in the life of these children and their families. So whether we are opening up or the opening up new branches, hiring a lot of professionals to build the network of providers and the kind of human resources and material resources that we need to be able to open our arms to be able to reach out to more children, to more families, and more people. And our program is not a program that is interested in like a lot of things that I have seen where people just build this as a business where they keep the people over there. No, our own processes is just to get people in, treat them, get them to recovery, and they can become independent and function normal and become a productive member of the society to be able to have hope, to be able to reach their dreams and their visions, so to be able to know that what used to be impossible is possible, that the things that they could not be able to achieve or do for themselves or their family or their children, that they can do so, to be able to connect them with the resources in the community, to be able to support and assist them, to be able to solve the problems that they have, and actually more importantly to be able to coach them, to train them, to help them to acquire the skills that they need to succeed in life. There's not too many things out there, and it's not like before where you have a lot of these programs through the church or through the community initiative action, the family village raising children where everybody comes in, and there's a lot of support like that, but not to be able to provide a kind of professional system that will be able to assist them, considering other nuances in the way that the society has evolved. Uh, where you can't say anything to anybody's child, neither can you redirect them, and everybody's like walking on eggshell and sensitive towards what they say, how they relate, and that fear of being killed, being shot in the streets. So you have to create a safe place where they can feel more comfortable to walk in, to be able to trust somebody, to be able to talk without fear, either fear of incarceration, fear of saying things that will cause it for their children to be taken away, something that is safe and protected by law, that nobody can take them their word from there and turn and use it against them, so that they can be able to open up, share their feelings and their emotions, so that they can be able to find what's the problem, where is it coming from, and see how to repair and fix those problems. Being able to reconnect them with their family members, loved ones, and friends, so that they can build some kind of natural system, natural support system that makes the human beings to be able to function within their own environment. So these are the challenges and the problems that Family Preservation of America is out there to do for the people in our communities, so that their life can turn around and be able to fall back into places. But with the help of the authorities and the governments, and also the community, because there is also a whole lot of other issues, the issues of access to those resources, the issues of access to the care, the issues of stigma and fear of somebody knowing that they're getting help and what is the implications in their life. So there's a whole lot of things that we bring in order to address a whole lot of all these factors that affects people in getting the help that they need in order to function and be a productive member of our communities and this country and make contributions. So those are what we are here to do at Care Solutions, and those are what is driving us. So we are very passionate and very zealous about doing so for this country. So with their support, then we will be able to do a lot more for the people.